Hello everyone, so today in this video I will make documentation for my own side project. So let's get started. This is my GitHub account, so you can follow me. I upload new project, I contribute in the open source project. So let's get started. First, this is the director of the project. Uh, we have uh, the front end and the back end. And the project on GitHub, I think, release. So the project on GitHub, this full market space is it's like an e-commerce system. So I just start uh, and I want to write the documentation of this project. So the project was built with Next.js, and on the back end, I used Laravel with database MySQL. So we want to write the documentation of this project. So first let's get started. So first we want to go to the README file. So this, and here I will make the title and the description of project. So the description of project. So here we want to write the description. So the description, and let make, for example, so full market space. So it's a system. For example, you can implement features or the role of the system. So it e-commerce system online. So product. So user can authenticate to okay. So let's make here user can browse or product and view by detail, place in order, and make or pay online using Stripe or PayPal. Okay, so let's see. So if any template of documentation we can use to go fast. So what is the extra draw? So on the in the documentation, so in the documentation, first we want to focus on the title, also the description. Okay, so the title on the and the description, the problem, the solution. So the problem, like what the problem, and the solution, how the system fix or solve the problem. After I will show the user or the developer how can install the project. For example, clone the repository. Also, for example, access access the director of the project, install package. So install the package. Also what? Uh, install package. Copy the environment. Some inside environment. So create environment. If any container we want to run the container. Also what? If any image must be used must be stored on the file storage, we make command of storage. So storage. Also the migration. So migration for the database. The API key. So to generate. So here I will go with generate API key. Okay. And also what the next? So so this is, so we want to get clone, access the director, and access the director. So this is, it will be for the project in general, and now we want to go so let, for example, let's make this. So this is so we want to also make a documentation for the front end and the back end director. So for the project, the folder project sub project for the front end, and the documentation of the sub project for the back end. So for example, here we have the back end and we have the front end. Okay, so this is the documentation for the global project, but for example, the front end, we want to like this define how you can run the applications, and for the back end also how we can run the application, run the migration, generate the key, for example, storage, also copy the environment variables, and define the design of your database, what is the entity, what is the API design endpoint. So all of this we want to do now. So let's back to the global project, and what is the, so what is now, I want to go with this, and here I want now. So this is for the front, for the back end. We want to start with the back end. So the back end director, to also make a documentation for the backend. So install the package, for example, copy the environment variable, run the container, storage, migration, generate API key. For example, make tools, declare the tools, for example, Laravel, MySQL, uh, PHP, for example, like that. And what is now we go to the front end, install our package. After install all the package, we want to run the project, or we want to run sub projects. Okay, so we be in green. I want this. And here it will be with green. So this is for the front end. So this is for the front end. And this for the back end. And this for the back end. Okay, so what is what I miss? So I think this is also here. Here, where is here? Define entity, different entity. For example, we have the user entity, we have the product entity, we have the orders entity, we have the orders item entity, we have the cart, we have the payment. So this different entity we want to declare. Also the design databases, the also what the design API, our RESTful API. Okay, what next also? The for example, so the structure of project. Okay, so let's remove this, and so this for the backend. Okay, so now let's go to the project. So here we want to define the project and the subtitle or the description, the problem, solution, how to make it clone, so how to clone, and access the directory. So now, I want to just ask, is any template fast to add blocks in my project? So here you go. So go to GitHub. No, no, I mean for read. So first, I want to know the tags of the right documentation. So we do tag for title and paragraph, file, and also. So here we want to make the problem. So I want to declare the problem and the solution. Okay, and for example, how to download the project, or not download but clone project. So here we want to make the get clone and paste the URL. So this is the URL. So what is the get clone? Here I paste the URL. Okay, and so this is comment. Comment, yes, it's comment. Now I want readme file also to include the comment for like get clone. I want to just know the specific tag for this. So my project title, okay. So this is the comment. So this is the tag get bash clone. Okay, so now we have the get clone. Okay, so installations around the following. Not mean exactly. So we want to copy this. So run the following command on your terminal to download the project and access the project. So cd so access director of the project, access the director of the project. Now what next? Markdown. Okay, so can add hashtag locally. Okay, so now we want also to define, so before we define the tools, I want to tools, and here we want to make a list. So we want to, so how to make a list, how to make a list, and so let's open this basic writing and formatting syntax. So now let's see the problem. So here we have the large, uh, extra large title font, and this is medium and this is small. So this is for the title. So as we write here, now we go to the, for example, second is tools. So we have two tools, used here, used in this project. Okay, so we have all the what contribute, bold. Okay, so italics. Now we want the list. We want so for the list I want to use like this. So remove this. So we have the next.js. Okay, so for the backend we have Laravel. PHP. For the database, MySQL. And also for the container, we have Docker. Okay, so now let's go with Eric. Okay, so here the problem. Now where is, so problem, and we want to remove this. So we want also to remove this. we don't need. So the problem, so the user, so or the owner of the business don't have time to organize not organized, or we want to skip this solution and the but we just focus to the description tools around net access. Okay, so now let's go to the backend. Where is the dot environment? Okay. So where is the and the file? Readme. So I want to remove all the documentation of the hardware before and paste here. Now here the backend section. So tools used, Laravel, Node.js, okay, so PHP, MySQL, Docker. So now on the back end, we want to make dash get clue. So access run, no, not run, but access the, here I remove this. I want to make access the director of the backend so cd. Here I want to just remove this. So we have two files. One is inside of the main files. So cd backend. So I'll access the backend. After access the backend, okay. So after access the backend, we want to install package. Install package of project. So here I will make install the composer. Install composer, and after install composer, okay, install composer, create the environment file, create environment file. So I want to copy the content of dot environment dot exam and to create a new environment and copy the same content. So environment. After I write the run the migration, I want to run the migrations. So here I will make command php artisan migrate. After running the migration, I want to link the storage. Link the storage. PHP artisan artisan storage. So to really save the picture and videos in the storage and get easy on the front end. Artisan link. After I generate the key, generate key PHP artisan generate I think K generate, not K generate. Generate the key. So generate the key in Laravel. Let's see. K generate, not K generate. And now we want to run local. Run or start the server, not run. Start the server locally. So we want to start the server locally. PHP artisan here replace with serve. Okay, so what things that I miss? So I want to remove Docker right now because I don't build the container for this project yet. Now I think this is all backend sections. Choose the what I miss. So if I miss anything, that I return back. Now I want to copy this and go to the front end section. What is the dot readme? So we want to remove this. Get started. So the front end, not get started. Front end section. First run the development server npm on dev. No. I want to remove all this and install the dependency. So install the package. So here install the package npm on dev. No, install npm. We want to install our package. Install. So we want to install our package. After install, but before install, I want to access directory of the front end. So cd front end. Install our package. So here, okay. After install our package, we want to run the development. Now we want to run the frontend on the frontend. Okay, npm already on main div. So I want to remove this. So this is frontend section, and here I will go with the tools. So we have Next.js, we have Next.js, so Tailwind, all this type. So toss this, and here is the front end section. Sections. Okay, so what is the problem here? Okay, now let's upload or let's push our code to see the readme file how it looks like. Get sorry, get add and get commit dash add. So I write Linux. What is the problem? Why nothing commit? Okay, I understand. But I don't save the file. So let's go to the and this, because I opened the VS Code without any extension of autosave. So let's go to the readme for the backend. Now let's start to push. So 3 files change, get push origin name. Now we want to push our change, and let's see how it look like. So let's refresh our project. So this is, we have CD4 projects. Okay, now let's go to the front end. So this is the front end section. Okay, so the tools, Next.js, access the director of the front end, cd front end, install package, npm install, run the front end, npm run, div or url or okay. So let's go to the backend. Backend section, we have tools used. Okay, Laravel, MySQL, access the director of version, install composer, copy. Okay, PHP artisan migrate, install link storage. Okay, so generate the key and PHP artisan serve. Okay, so because I don't implement Docker because I didn't or uh, the time to use Docker isn't right now, so I just focus to write the documentation of the project. But later, when I want to build a container for the project, I will add the section for Docker how you can run the container local on your machine. So I think that I missed something. Also here we want to make the architecture of project on the global README file before the tools. Architecture, archi So now what is the architecture of the project? Like we want to implement or let's make the features of project. So we have the authenticate. So we have here we want to make browse product. Here I want to go with the view product. Okay, so filter by category, search specific product, and you can add to cart. Sorry, before place order to cart. So you can also manage the cart by edit quantity or delete product. Okay, or delete the product. Also what we can add place an order, and manage I think also order, manage the order. Okay, so and make payment, also track the order status. Okay, so what is next? And make payment online using Stripe or PayPal. So this is the most, also the authentications. So create an account, register, and access the profile. So create an account, also access the profile. Access the profile. So this is the most feature of this project. So we want to push this change. Sorry, I didn't save. Now so let push our change right now. Now what we still have the design of the database, the design of the API, also the architecture of the project. So we want to just maybe implement the picture. Also, what I think the design that I just said right now. So I think this is more important uh, point we want to add in the next video. Thank you for watching. So if you like this kind of this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video.